Howdy, howdy, howdy. This is Smeebl, and you're going to watch me playing a $5 classic with two bullets. Huh. Oh, I don't have my thing loaded. Hold on. Ugh. Here we go. 66 bigs. We got plenty of opportunity. I think it's like maybe, let's see how long. We've only gotten 17 minutes in, so we're not too far on from pretty much early regging. Get out of the way here. Get out of the way. Still really early. Not a big fan of King 8 off first act. Hmm. And we get out of the way here because that just makes sense. A raise and a re-raise, we just fold. Not with a 5-7. '49ers, it's my favorite American football team. This first act here, there's not really a whole lot we can do with this hand. We're out of position. We're either gonna fold or we're gonna raise, and that's not a raise hand. It's not in the range. Now here's something we could work with. We might be able to get ourselves a raise here on the button with a 9-8. We also know that with this being a $5 classic, aggression doesn't necessarily hurt us. I believe that should be in the call range if I remember the chart, but I'm probably slightly. Oh man. I'm like, but I might be wrong here. I'm probably wrong. And I am because that's a hefty bet, and then there's a hefty re-raise. So we'll just get out of the way. Holy cow, what did we walk into? I'm glad we only lost two. Look at these guys messing with tens, aces. There we go. Good fold. was quick. Have ourselves a Dr. Pepper. Six. Just a raise, a re-raise, the 4 to 6. We're looking at like this guy. We know he can raise with aces here with 2. I think that's probably not the right make, but it's not a PKO, so no one's just gonna shove for this dude. He's got like less than a quarter of a big. We've got a gut shot here on the flop if we stuck around, so we now would be in a betting place, but it's not a place to bet, even though we have the ace of spades. So I mean, we could probably have maybe come out with like a 6 bet, 7 bet here, kind of represent the king, push off the flush draw. But a 6 here on the turn doesn't necessarily help the hand range that we would have called here with the raise coming in this position. We have like jacks right here. Well, 4s. Wow. We would have binked it on the river, huh? What a hand. Poker. So I guess that's a one to chalk up for a mistake. If we made it to the river, I don't think we would have made it. Well, we would have bet it out. We would have been the one betting. No, even with the new guy, he just came in. He's out of the hand. It's 5-handed there at that point. No. Especially since we have the wild card like right over here with this dude coming in with so many different hands. Calling here is not necessarily something I feel in a position to do because he's just started throwing around chips. 8? Yeah, see, good fold. Sling around chips early. All in, calling free Hotes. 9s and 8s. Oh, and he banks the 8. Oh, and he quads up. Wow. And that's like the 3rd time I've seen quads with 8s today. That being May 22nd. It's 9:54 p.m. 8 deuce, another fold out. Lovely time. We still have 40 bigs. We're still plenty away in this tournament. Like, there's still plenty of time to play. We have another bullet just in case. There's still 50 minutes left in late reg, so let people go crazy. We got noodles on the way. Snag up a little sustenance. Don't you know? See, I wonder, this guy's always been betting out with an ace, right? So I really want to see if he's continuing this process of checking huge hands or big hands and just calling people down. Okay, so he's not doing that now. It's a small hand, though. Now we're on break. Right now, to give everybody a heads up on how the structure's going. So we're looking at 5 places paying 3 buy-ins, almost 4, then 5, 6 buy-ins, then 10 buy-ins. So yeah, it jumps up a good ways, but we're probably going to get a flood of people that come in too. This tournament normally gets a lot of late reggers, kind of come in, flood in shortly after late regging. But we're not in a bad place. We've barely lost any chips. So people are coming in with maybe a little over 40 and change. So like maybe 48, maybe 49. Yeah, like maybe close to 50. So 50 big blinds they're coming in with. So we're not too far from chipping up, no problem. All right. Well, I guess just Smeeble's just gonna run this way right now. I mean, that's okay. You know, just gotta work with what you got. A queen suited is something you can defend heads up with, even with the high and the low. We'll see if he comes back from break or not. So we could. Oh, no, he raises it. Of course he does. And with his chips, he can just raise with any two. It doesn't necessarily matter for him. We'll raise a 6, and we'll just get out of the way. It's not a hand we can really stick around with either way. And he flat calls. Slinging chips. A little over half the pot with a call. Out of position. Probably looking at a flush draw right here. Or calling with like top two. Maybe this guy's trying to defend. We know he does weird stuff. This dude just binked a flush. He should lead. King 5. Oh man. This dude's probably going to raise us, but if not, we might be able to get a heads up raise here. Or maybe we fold to a lead bet. And we will fold again. It's okay. Easy, easy peasy. See, with these guys playing so aggressive, I kind of now have to bring my selection signs in a little stronger. There's not a straight out here, but I'm pretty positive there's a flush draw that's betting. This dude may have like Queen Jack. No, Queen Jack. Well, Queen Jack of Hearts would have stuck around. King 8 or Jack 8, the straight. Other side of the straight. Looks like he turned it. I mean, rivered it. So sick. Ah, so it would fold that. I think that's not. It's part of me says it's like a situation to raise it. I haven't raised at all. I've barely pretty much played the game, but yeah, oh man, thought we would have gotten re-raised. Good fold, Smeebs. Not the hand to do it, even though it's on the button. Just because you're on the button doesn't mean you have to do it. And we're going to fold it anyways. Hit middle pair with a flush blocker and straight blocker. Man, just getting ran over by the deck. It's okay. Easy decisions. Easy decisions. Yeah, another easy decision, middle pair. Blocker for the flush. I'm going to have to start getting a little tricky. 5-4. Golly gee willikers. Man, we don't play an ace jack right, and the game just wants to crush us. It's okay. Easy decisions. No, can't be worried. We're not necessarily losing any money, even though we're not gaining, but we do need to start moving soon. Blinds are going to go up in 3 minutes to 140, 280 with a 35 ante. 8.75. Just double the bet, you know? Just a simple repop, you know? Nothing big. Just repop him again. Just, yeah, that's cool. Cool. Oh, we didn't get to put our note. We'll shove with ace 10. King's just mucking around, huh? All right, now we got an opportunity here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can get this dude to give us a... Oh. All right, then. We won a hand. We won a hand. We know the guy to our left, the guy who's in the big blind, will raise in this position. So we'll go ahead and make it a raise for the blind. See if we can get this scoop out. Okay, cool. So we have the blocker here for the straight. We could represent a few different opportunities here. A straight would check. 2 pair checks. Two pair doesn't check. Yeah, we got caught. We got caught. Bad decision. We'll get scolded on this one. It's okay. Wasn't that much of a loss. Oh man. It's okay. We're gonna turn this around. See, now we have an ace in our hand. Fantastic. We have this one hit. Now we know this guy does play big hands. So we don't want to pump too hard because it's a lot of ways to lose. So actually we do want to go ahead and put some meat into it. You have a call there. Okay, so king, queen, make the nuts. King, queen of clubs sticks around. King, queen of clubs bets. What do we have here that can beat the hands that are here, right? A flush draw also bets too. See one more card. Okay, now any king can come out and win. That's neat. They might be able to swing. Oh, man. See, king of clubs would have stuck around with this, too. That wasn't the cover we wanted to come out with if we were going to represent the straight. But now we don't have the straight. We just have a lonely pair. I think we have to get out of the way. There's just too many different ways to lose, especially with him calling the re-raise. We know he plays big hands. He had kings earlier. Unfortunate. It's still swinging hard, huh? I guess we're going to start making... Again, everybody's trying to make moves to move up quick. Ace, king gets aces. It's twice now this dude's had aces. Holy cow. And that's twice now he's gained his stack. Like, just he knocked somebody out with aces. What a runner. Well, looks like we have the kingdom, because that's what a king 4 is for. What's king 4? Kingdom. And again, beat up by the deck. I was really hoping to give you guys some more opportunities to see some cool hands, but holy cannoli. Getting wrecked. We're going to get out of this one too. There's no reason to play bad hands just because we're not moving in the right direction with our chips. Either call a raise or fold or raise out of the small blind. And with our position with that stack and with this hand, we can't contend with it. We have to get out of the way. See if this dude that's pretty aggressive to our left that almost gave him his whole stack earlier jumps in. Yeah, there we go. Let that counter roll out. I don't know what I can represent in the small blind there. If I re-raise, it'd have to be a decent size, which then I'm putting the majority of my stack in play on on floating. And he could just be kicking with any ace to crush me on this flop now. 5-8, golly. Well, new table. $28 minutes to late reg. See what this table might bring to us. Yeah, so about 30 blinds if we get knocked out. But that's not the plan. We're going to double up. Or just get some kind of playable hand. And that would be super cool. See, now it's just an opportunity. I'm not going to lie, just an opportunity for a steal. We've played against her a few times. He knows I don't raise with nothing. But because he has chips on me, he might make a call. Got shot with the straight draw blocker. Yeah. We can go ahead and lead now. We want to represent the ace. Check looked like weakness. All right, we take it down. He also knows we played against each other a few different times. He also knows I like to raise with eight, well, with almost any ace in my hand. So there's kind of a history there on that raise. Not that it's necessarily analytical, but also having the flush blocker and the nut draw to a gutter isn't a bad opportunity. And we're already representing an ace, so. Wow. And we'll do that. That's insane. The 60s will get out of the way. Easy peasy. Man, this is twice now that we've had the kingdom in the big blind. Okay, so I put one in for 5. Yeah. Oh, we miss all the way. Miss all the way. One for 7 doesn't make sense, right? It just doesn't make sense. Why bet 1 there? Why are you going to bet 1 there? Like, check raise again. We'll see how that goes. But what would you call here with the straight draw? You don't hit it. We have the blocker on the straight on the low end. I might have a 9-7. Kind of almost have to lead out here. Represent the strength that we had earlier. Queen here almost helps us. Oh, he called. Ace deuce. Rough hand. We'll get scolded on that one too. Oh, man. Try to make things happen. Bad opportunity. Oh, man. Just get called with an ace deuce. That's all right. I guess he just didn't think I had an ace and he called me. Found out quick. Now we have to make a move quickly. Just get back in the tournament. Dumb Smeebl. I have a feeling I should have bet more on the re-raise instead of making it 3 times the bet. Maybe going like 4, possibly 5. Could have gotten him pushed out. If he thought I had the ace, like I could have represented that better. Got nothing happening here. just a half bet, maybe ripping off the river like a good size bet. Like probably a little over half would have more likely taken that pot down. Like more, way more than half. Like pot plus like 25. So it could have gone like, should have just gone all in. It also represents strength. Maximize our efforts here. If it doesn't work out, we're going to rebuy back in. But low stack and the guy that stacked us earlier, we might be able to get a walk out of this, which is fine with me. Cool. Doing it again. Wow. Oh man, wow. Nothing at all. Brick City. Brick City. All right. Let's try this one more time, huh? Fours against two overcards. You flopped a flush drop, a queen, any seven. So many ways. The queen would have actually chopped the pot. But any club or golden, he didn't have us blocked in any way. Well, I shouldn't say any. No, he had no way to block, just the underpair. Wow. The ace wins it down. Sometimes your path means you donate to the prize pool a little. Just maybe once. Getting called in a bad spot, not making the right moves will cost you, as you can see. We gotta at least make it to an hour. We gotta make it to an hour. Okay? That's how long Trot's gonna coach me. We gotta make it to an hour. Man, I'm just not showing a very good showing. And what's unfortunate is that because this guy has a lot of chips, I can't small blind raise like I normally would want to. Not with this hand in particular, but just in general. He's got so many chips. He just, oh, you want to re-raise me 2-point change, whatever? Here's 10. Here's half your stack. That doesn't mean anything to me. So we have to be way more selective. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's variance. Unfortunate. Here we go. Now, can we stand on a hill here if we were to raise and get moved on by 8 and change? Just calling the button. We have the position. We have a good hand. Not great, bottom of range situation kind of in my mind when it comes to a raise on the button. You don't want to remove. Oh man, look at this flop. Look at the trash. Look at the muff garbage right here. It's so bad. Now, since we are on the button, we do come in with many opportunities just to come in with almost any two. Oh, that was a snap call. Jeez Louise. Oh yeah, gotta remember the guy to our left has got all the chips. See if we can pick a jack under 10. Oh man. So what's gonna beat us here? Of course, a better jack. Somebody stuck around with ace 8. Why do you raise for 4? Flat call. Show me a better jack. There we go. I'm like, I don't understand. Like, this isn't really necessarily making sense. And I want to see your cards. I want to know what you're betting with. I want to know what you're calling with, what you're raising with. Thank you. Smeebl Club. Kicking off. Right meow. Not with a King Dewey. That would be that lady, that person's Huckleberry. I had the opportunity. But not now. I guess we just needed a rebuy, huh? I have a lot of friends that love this hand. I can't do it. I got some sicko friends. It's the crown. What's a queen for? A crown. So now with everybody in here, we're looking at 9 places now. $95 up top. It's not a bad place to sit. We gotta make some moves, do some things. There were 95, or excuse me, 59 total people that played in this tournament thus far. Wowee. That's helpful. Double threes. Let's see how this might run out. This is an opportunity to defend depending on the amount raised. Oh, and we get a walk. Cool. We want to represent strength here with the ace-10. We know this dude just raises with weird garbage. So we're trying to push this guy off of a slightly worse ace. Oh, never mind. So what am I going to raise within the small blind that would represent a hand here? We have a heart, so we're blocking that in, but it's not the ace of hearts. Yeah, we call us all in? I mean, at this point, we're going to have to. Probably not a terrible push right here. Give him a chance to bet. Then we just get out of the way. See if we can bank something here. Oh, an ace? Nope. Nice hand. Bad play. Guess he just didn't think I had a king. haven't done that in a while. And I'm let this guy get a C cards for free. We get a check. That's cool. Bet a third of the pot with an 8. Okay, so we have a possible flush draw, possible straight draw with the range coming out of here in the small blind. Flush could have hit. Flush straight, miss straight draw checks. Here we go. We'll get some of those chips that we doubled this dude off with. Change of the play a little bit. We're doing a lot of raising. So now we'll just make a few calls, kind of make a few decisions that will help us get to this spot, which we will make a move. Not super high, like probably another 30, maybe 45, like maybe like a, so like 1.5's half. So we could do, so that's half. So we do like 1.64. Okay, so a king calls. 2 pair calls, straight draw calls. Hit the straight draw, ace deuce. Straight draw checks. Straight draw would, you might have the top end, like 6, 7, 3 hits. I don't even know why I checked there. That's probably a terrible decision. And then we're gonna have to call a bet that he makes. Unless it's something outrageous, but so that's half pot. Like to represent a better king, a missed straight draw. Ace deuce still looks like it's in my mind. Go ahead and show me. I'll hit the 5. That's cool too. God gummit, Bobby. Turn beat us. Turn beat us. Unfortunate. He will also call a raise pre with 6-5. Okay. Well, we've almost made the hour. Well, that's good. I haven't really touched much of GTO, so that'll be a new adventure that I'm still trying to understand and position and all that jazz. It's a lot of information get thrown at you at once, but that's okay. Just do we defend King 5? I guess it's not a place we could do that either, even if it's just one. Like we're 15 bigs against 20. I'm getting decked again. That's fine. We still have enough to make moves with. We can. It'll hurt somebody going all in. So holy cannoli, we're gonna get beat up in this coaching. I thank you again for doing this, and I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to get to learn and get better and to show the community how terrible I am. It's really nice. I'm not terrible, but just not been making very good decisions. But but that's why we go through these coachings, right? To get better, to grow. Small blind with king 3. Let that go. Hey, that kind of rhymed. No diamond. Small diamond doesn't make sense. Either way, we're not going to play. Maybe suited. Maybe suited. I don't think that's something I can make the call with there. We think a 10, but a queen is possible in this range here. Queen, jack, king, queen. But a check there's weird. Stacks half his. He needs to maybe make some moves if he's going to get this pot. Just say this guy just needs to swing. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, man. Paying top, they're paying up to 11 now. We have 63 in this tournament. Holy cannoli. Total, there's 31 left. Get out of the way. 3 minutes left until late reg is over. 3 minutes to try to get back to a starting stack. This won't be hard. A starting stack is just, what, 16 bigs? Something like that? I think it's that. 2 bigs more. So we'd be at, 16-ish. So we just need to start making some extra moves. Extra things. Queen deuce again. Awful hand. This is not something we can play with. Not with, oh. See, not with the guy who's got all the chips to our left right there. We could have just shoved. We may have even taken that down. But for what? Put our whole stack at risk to get called by this guy with something crazy like Queen 7. He dinks the 7 on the turn. And we're out of the tournament. And we didn't even make it to an hour. 3 more minutes. I've been trying to watch a lot of stuff in the Discord. Kind of learn as a lot of information is kind of getting displayed. And I wasn't anticipating myself to get better immediately because I have to adapt the way I play to the new strategy that is I'm understanding in my brain, which I guess after all this is something that I won't, but maybe I will. It's the whole point of the coaching. So I got to remember that. Hi, Chihuahua. Yeah, we have to open. If we're gonna open, make a raise. If we're at the raise, we're gonna make it a decent amount. Maybe like 2-2-4. Kind of the repeating bet here. Let's see if I made a bad decision on the fold under the gun with an ace-7. Let's see, now what am I going to represent here under the gun? Like, super wet board, if I understand that as well. There's a lot of ways to win. Pick a 9. Who was looking for the flush draw? She missed the flush draw. Break in 10 minutes. Late reg is closed. 31 people, 11 get paid. 20 get to go. We get some monies. Be $8.83. We'd still be down in money, but that's okay. It's better to walk away with something than nothing. By the way, my streams are a little more entertaining. Got music playing. Golly gee willikers, you got a shove on me, bro? I mean, I wasn't going to really do much of anything on this hand anyways, but I mean, yeah, go ahead, dude, take it down. He's not sitting out. I mean, that'd be crazy if he was. I hate these spots where it's like, he's clearly sitting out. We're in a place where we are probably better than this guy, but let's get out of the way. He's back in the hand now. I have done one of those fun online traps. Oh, never mind. Where you like sit out in the big blind. So people will raise. And then when you come in, you re-raise them. It's cheeky play. I don't know where this would sit in a situation on the button. It's a fifth of my stack to call with a queen 9. We only got one other person below us. We have to start making moves. We can't just sit around. And ace 5 might be the play. Might be the push that we get to maybe make some monies. We did pass an hour. See if this guy might give us some of our chips back. Or fold. Ace king. You slow roll ace king. What a jerk. GG. All right, well, that was the Smeebl session. No clinic here today, but, you know, we got information, something to coach on for sure. And guess we'll see you guys tomorrow.